What's up guys, this is GeekFreak01 aka Vinny, and today I am back with another Street Fighter 6 discussion video. Now the previous video that I made saying that the most requested characters or the top 5 characters that would return for the game got a lot of positive feedback, and I want to thank everyone who watched that video, but I thought about making a sequel to this video called The Characters That Shouldn't Return in Street Fighter 6. There's a lot of good characters out there, and then there's the other half which are not as appealing or just not very fun to play or just even appealing to look at sometimes. But anyways, let's get into the list though. Coming at number 5 for the character that shouldn't return in Street Fighter 6 is Kage. Now, Kage is kind of a mixed bag. I know some people actually enjoyed playing him in Street Fighter V when he was first announced, but let's be honest here, Kage is basically just an evil Ryu clone, but with a way weirder design, so I don't know what the weird purple devil horns were for, and the messed up Ryu headband was all over his neck and stuff. But regardless though, I really don't want to see him come back though. It's just, we already have Akuma, which is like the only evil version of Ryu that kind of counts. Just, there's too many Shoto characters at this point, and I think we should just mainly stick to Akuma, which is also possibly going to be DLC for Street Fighter 6. But yeah, that's why Kage might not be making it into Street Fighter 6. Now, coming at number 4 is Decapre from Ultra Street Fighter 4. Now, Decapre is not really... well, I bet there's fans out there for her, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Decapre. She's kind of just evil Cammy, but kind of like the same thing with evil Ryu. Also, the Dolls story from the M. Bison storyline is apparently officially over, and we're taking place right after the events of Street Fighter Third Strike. But yeah, M. Bison's and the Dolls don't really have to come back though, because for one, M. Bison is dead, and two, the Dolls are kind of just doing their own thing now at this point. But I mean, if they could do anything cool with Decapre, I think they just might as well reimagine her or something, because I'd rather not let her be like a Cammy clone again, but with different abilities and stuff. But yeah, that's why I think Decapre won't really make it into Street Fighter 6, so on to the next one. And coming at number 3, this one's kind of a little divisive though. While his gameplay is really unique, well, it's not really unique, but it's really fun to use sometimes. But that number 3 is Adon from Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter 4. Now, personally, I have nothing really against Adon though. I actually do typically enjoy his gameplay style, but for story-wise, he doesn't really add up much to the overall plot going on in Street Fighter 6, if there's even a plot. But to be honest, I don't think Adon should return in any other way. I feel like Eagle, like I mentioned in the early video, would fit more for that, but Adon would probably be the most least amount of... he's just not the character that has a lot of stuff going on. There's nothing really to do with him besides being, a failed Sagat trainee, that's all I could possibly think of for Adon in general. But that's why I don't think he'll be making it into Street Fighter 6, because of just his character story arc mainly. I don't know what that would look like in the game as a whole. So, on to the next one. And coming at number 2, this one also is kind of divisive, because I know people enjoyed playing him in Street Fighter V. It's not really a character that everybody likes though, to be honest, but the gameplay perspective mainly. That is Abigail. Now, Abigail is supposed to be from the Final Fight series, which is another Capcom series that was made as a beat-em-up before the Street Fighter series was even a thing. And he was one of the enemies to be fighting up against as an NPC or something. And then later on down the line, he became a character, and a lot of people didn't really like his design as all that much, because it doesn't look visually appealing for Street Fighter 6 in general, while everybody else has this hyper-realistic look going on with their faces and their muscles mainly. But I don't think that would really work for Abigail. Plus, he's too big to fit all over the screen, so you would have to zoom out of the screen to mainly make room for him on a stage or something. But yeah, that's why I think Abigail won't make it in, because it's just He's not visually appealing to look at, and he's just too big. That's all I could say. Now, coming at number 1 is probably the most agreeable choice that really shouldn't even return to the Street Fighter series in general. Maximilian Dude hates this character. I pretty much hate this character too. But one of my best friends really likes this character, so I'm sorry to hear about you're gonna hear this. Rufus should definitely not come back in Street Fighter 6. It's just, I don't know what Capcom was thinking when they straight up made Rufus, though. Like, he's supposed to be, like, comic relief, in a sense, with, like, being a fat American man, but just with karate mainly, so it's just, like, I mean, the original design for Rufus originally in Street Fighter 4 was way more appealing than the one we officially got, but it's just, I just hate him. I'm sorry, but I know there's fans out there for Rufus, but I just don't like this character. But if you guys like this character, that is completely fine with me. I have nothing against that. This is just my personal opinion of how I feel about this character. But also, seeing him kind of look weird, but with also hyper-realistic graphics in this game, that might be the worst shit ever invented, honestly. So, no thumbs up to Rufus coming back in Street Fighter 6. This character should be left out and forgotten about and should never ever return ever again. And again, this is my personal opinion. Don't take it too seriously. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it for this video. What do you guys think that will be happening? Do you guys think that do you guys want any characters not returning from Street Fighter 6? Do you guys want them? If so, let me know down in the comments down below. If you want to see more Street Fighter content, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until then, that's about it. See ya.